folks, Dr. Nels here, coming to you today for a second episode with my friend. We said this before you guys were watching. My wife, Karen. Hey, does that camera swivel? Does that camera swivel?
It can, yes.
Oh, make that swivel and show the person. You got to show them our setting. Yeah.
Oh, if I'm in it, you get to be in it.
I like to show you the surroundings to get the feeling for it, but not everybody's agreeing to that. So we'll keep moving forward. Karen's here for a second time because we know many of you folks have enjoyed what she's written about, because she has some incredible thought process and wisdom, and some of that gets developed through heartache and pain and challenges. And for us as a team of parents together, we are greatly looking forward to, in very short order, our son achieving one of his goals, and that's golfing. And he will be on the golf course very shortly, competing for Great Bend High School in he'll be golfing that maybe we weren't all sure would truly happen in the very onset of our journey, but we knew with his goals and hard work and everything that's happened since then, we knew we'd get there. But for Karen, as Nash's mother, what are you looking forward to the most in that experience?
All of it. So Nash has been a wonderful little golfer since I can remember. He picked up a golf club when he was very little and had just a very natural swing. And right before the accident...
Not because of me.
No, this is correct. But right before the accident, Nash was playing some really good golf. We'd actually started taking him to Kansas City to some junior golf tournaments there, some U.S. kids tournaments, and just really playing a phenomenal game. And then the accident happened. It kind of looked like there was a chance that Nash may never golf again. But he set his two goals to walk into golf. Those were what he wrote on the board at Madonna. Mm-hmm. And he has just refused to back down from that. So we had a friend that made a seat for our golf cart when we first got back.
Yeah.
And he started playing from a seat that was attached to the side of our golf cart. And then we worked our way into golfing with the brace. And now he's had this surgery. He's been casted for 6 weeks. And Wednesday that comes off. And we'll be back on the golf course.
So we have had to grieve a number of things. And we've grieved a little bit in terms of golfing, but you said last week you were grieving a little bit. Mm-hmm. Tell us more about that.
So I think it's natural anytime you get stripped of what you thought things would look like, or what you envisioned that your future would look like, whether it's for yourself or for your kids. I think you have to change your mindset, but I think along with that goes a little bit of a grieving process. And I think it's okay to allow yourself to feel the pain and to feel the sadness and to feel, I know the word unfair is silly because we're not, we teach our kids life isn't fair, and I get that, but it's okay to recognize that it's not unfair where you are. And so I think I go through a little bit of a period where I kind of fall back into grieving a little bit throughout this process as we face new things and things are different. And last week was a hard week for me in grieving that. But I also recognize that then this week we get to do something really exciting. That's kind of what helps us along in the grieving process, is looking forward to the great things too. So
that's spot on. So when you experience deep, bad, severe adversity, such as what we did and other parents get to enjoy, whether it's, paralyzation or traumatic brain injury, or maybe it's a kid with cancer, or maybe it's a family member. It doesn't even have to be your kid. It could be anyone else, or maybe it truly is death. But I think we all identify the grieving process with death, but I think we don't identify the grieving process when a person's still alive and things have changed for them, and that they have to go through the grieving process along with those that care for them or love them, something that's been taken away from them that they can no longer do. We've had to go through some grieving processes, both her and I, and maybe some of you watching as had to go through some of that grieving process of something that's been taken away from you in your life, your spouse's life, or your child's life that's been difficult to go through. But she just hit on at the very end of, we can go through the grieving process, but then we also look forward to the things that are coming. Right?
Yeah, grief is an okay thing, but it is not a place to stay. That's
yeah.
I think it's part of the healing process, but it's not a place to allow yourself to stay.
And so for you all to know how we would handle that, especially when we were still at Madonna, Nash would get in some very dark places. We would get in some very dark places with him. And we would do what we needed to do, and then we would move out of that dark place very directly, quickly. You know, those dark places would last 1 minute to 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes max, and then we allowed ourselves and forced ourselves to move past those dark moments in time. So you still have to do the grieving like we did,
100%.
but what she's saying is look forward to what's next, look forward to the possibilities, look forward to the abilities. So understand it's okay to grieve, but move forward. And we know you can do that. We've had to do it, and there's people out there in much worse situations than ours, and that's a difficult thing, and maybe we don't totally understand that. Everybody's journey is different, but grieve and move forward. Grieve and look towards the possibilities. Grieve and look towards the abilities, and keep moving forward with your eyes on the good Lord. So, thank you for today. My friend, my wife, Karen. We're so glad she's here. Tell us about it. We want to hear from you. Do you like Karen being here? Comment.
No.
Let us know. If you don't, tell us no so we know not to bring her back.
Oh no.
Let us know. We're in the business of growing others and helping people. That's simply all the goal of all of this is to do. Let us know. We want to hear from you. If you like this though, subscribe. Help us with that. We're appreciative of you for taking the time. Thank you so much. Cheers.